Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, species around the multiverse, welcome to Geek Syndicate Vidcast episode 9. I am Monts.
And I ain't dying, bitches.
Yeah, hear that? Where'd that come from?
I'll just let you, give you a sec. Look down. Jesus, sometimes it's really hard being your friend sometimes.
You said look down, man. I was looking down. You said look at my chest. When am I ever going to get out my way to look at your chest? Why would I ever do that?
Okay, fair enough. Obviously, the ongoing pattern that we notice of brothers dying in films, horribly, normally first. So I thought, actually, I'm now recording stuff, technically, on film, and sooner or later, one of us is going to die on screen.
There's only one way out of this room.
Yeah, one of us is going to die on screen, and that ain't going to be me.
So you're fine with me dying? See, let me go back to an earlier episode where I said what was unrealistic about Barry being my wingman in fiction is that it would never happen in real life. And that right there.
It would be there. I am your wingman, but I would just fly off, is what I'm saying.
That's not what wingman does.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh.
Don't ever say I wasn't there for you.
Yeah, so
Hero in an afro.
Barry's got a quick review.
Yeah, it was good.
What was good? Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, that was
also, it's a little bit too quick.
Yeah, sorry, that was too quick. So I have been, it's been out for a while, but I've been playing the latest Call of Duty game.
Okay.
Called Infinite Warfare.
I've seen trailers, it looks awesome.
Yeah, so this one, everyone knows the Call of Duty games. But this one is, it feels more like you're playing an episode of Battlestar Galactica.
Oh.
Because, you're on like a big ship and you become the captain and, they've got like ships that are effectively kind of like Vipers. And then you go off for missions in the Vipers and stuff. You've got a choice. You can either do missions in the Vipers or you can go and take over ships on foot and stuff like that. And it's had mixed reviews.
Okay. And your review?
I'm enjoying it. I have to say I'm enjoying it. But I mean, I haven't played the last couple of Call of Duty games.
So you're not comparing it to...
No, but for me, with the Call of Duty games, and I've said this on our gaming podcast, Next Level.
Available at geeksyndicate.co.uk under the heading podcasts.
Thanks. The thing with the Call of Duty games, I might get lynched for saying, is they're a bit like Michael Bay movies. Right?
Pretty brave move.
I'm with you.
I'm worried about your adoring public.
Hey, Michael Bay did Bad Boys. All right? You know what I mean?
No, I'm worried.
Everyone's dissing the dude. Let's remember, he did Bad Boys. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying...
What you gonna do?
You know what I mean? Transformers 3, I hear you. All right? But I'm just saying, he did Bad Boys.
All right.
So it's a little bit like that. And it's like that kind of big blockbuster summer movie that comes around every year that effectively is the same movie. It's just with a bigger budget.
Good to go. Let's get these bastards. This place isn't yours anymore. Kill them.
But to be honest, with the time that I have now, like in a single player campaign, I think it's about 6-7 hours with a lot of those ones. But I quite like that because I haven't got the time to spend like 30-40 hours in the game anymore.
Right, yeah.
So for me, like a blast of like 6-7 hours where I'm just like, I can switch off a bit and just like kick ass after a hard day at work is quite good for, you know what I mean?
Can't argue with that.
That's all I'm looking for, really. Do you know what I mean? So the only thing is, obviously, with games nowadays, you get games that are quite expensive. So I tend to, in the past, when I pick up a Call of Duty game, wait for it till it's dirt cheap. But this time around, it was I kind of bought it in the week of release as a bit of a present to myself. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It looks amazing, but it's not doing anything vastly different than it hasn't already done.
It's time to raise the black flag and start cutting throats. You lack what it takes to win this war.
Right, so I'm just going to talk about Dan Dare. Actually, Big Finish and B7 Media are releasing a Dan Dare audio adventure now. For those of you who don't know better, those of you in the cheap seats, and seriously, man, you've been there a while, pays your money or get out.
Come out.
Yeah, you need to step up, man.
Or come
Think
out.
about your own personal ambition. Yeah, step up.
And he knows all about personal... Sorry, I couldn't say it straight.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, I spent most of my life in the cheap seat. I'm still there, and actually, you're blocking my view at the stage. What was I talking about?
Dan Dare.
Dan Dare. Right, for those of you who don't know, back in the 50s, Frank Hampton started a Dan Dare comic strip in the pages of Eagle, and he was the ultimate British sci-fi hero. But let me encourage you, there are these collected editions. Go back and have a look, because the art is something special. Stories are great. I could talk about that a lot, but Big Finish and B7 Media have just about to release a Dan Dare audio adventure. So I went along to the launch party to find out a little bit more about it. On a cold Friday night, a group of voice actors, fans and professionals met up in the Variety screening room in London to celebrate the launch of the latest iteration of one of Britain's most iconic science fiction legends, Dan Dare, The Audio Adventures. This short documentary, A Brief History of Dan Dare, is a fantastic effort which chronicles the history of the character right from the start in the 1950s right up to the present day. It's a must-see, can be found on the B7 Media website. It stars Ed Stoppard as Dan Dare, Jeff McGivern as long-suffering sidekick Digby, and Hyder Reed as Professor Peabody, and Rard Rowie as the villainous Mekon. Also check out this amazing artwork, which is a real homage to the stunning artwork of the original comic series. I caught up with Andrew Sewell, executive producer of B7 Media, to find out more about the allure of Dan Dare.
It really goes back to my father. Back in the 1980s, he introduced me to the comic strips, and I was encapsulated by them. I loved them. I loved the daring do and the sense of space exploration, and so a love affair with the character was born, really. Dan Dare, I think, has just been one of those occasions where the alchemy just came together. We had a superb writing team, a great cast, we had the money to do it. We have a brilliant publishing partner with Big Finish, and I have to say, I think of all the audio dramas I've done, this is without doubt my proudest work. So I just think the cast and the writing and all these different elements that just make a wonderfully compelling story. And I also judge it by, would I want to sit there for an hour and listen to something? Would I invest my time in it? And I certainly would do, but then I'm a bit biased. But I've got teenage boys who don't like radio. They don't listen to radio, and they love it. They really enjoy it. So I think that's my litmus test. If my boys want to sit and watch it, I think I might be onto something that might work.
Your father was a great test pilot. How big a risk are you prepared to take to get back into space, Colonel Dare?
Risk is my job.
So join the adventure this December with Dan Dare The Audio Adventures from b7media.com and bigfinish.com. What do you think about the about Dan Dare Audio? Dan Dare's been a figure of our entire lives. What do you think about?
Where's my invite?
Only one of us could go, and they don't really know you exist because I didn't mention it.
What's that about, man?
I wanted to go more than you, man.
That's dark. You know what, right? You finish this segment. I'm going. No, man. You can't.
I'm done. I'm just asking your opinion on like an audio adventure.
No, not kind, but you can't be. If you can't be bothered,
Man, you live in another town.
I don't care.
What am I meant to do? He lives in another town. I was thinking of him. Cost him money to get down every time. I was thinking of him.
Not care.
That's what I was doing. So, yeah, I'm making it to the end, bitches. And I think that Dare Audio is really good because I need a hat. Dan Dare Audio is really good, so you should like watch it. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really good. Thanks. Yeah, Dan Doodles, I think it's really good. You should watch it, but you can't watch it, so you have to listen to it. Thanks, B. That was a really incisive comment. It's all right, Monts. Cheers. Right, on to the next segment. So, yeah. Yeah.
You have an identity crisis.
I am.
That's what happens when you put the hat on, man. It just owns you.
Well, why don't you wrap up the show then?
Hey, everyone, I'm Dave. I'm crazy. Hey, I do lots of improv and stuff. So, you've been listening to Geek Syndicate. You've been watching Geek Syndicate. I'm Monts. That's the Nuge, even though the Nuge hasn't even got a hat or glasses on. So, we're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're all over the shop. And hey, did I remember? My name's Dave Monteith. It's all about me because I'm crazy. So, yeah, so check us out. We're going to be back next week with more geek fun with my stunning, handsome co-host, Barry. Man, I wish I could be like that dude. You know, just take a moment just to look at Pete.
Huge.
Geek Syndicate. Geek Syndicate, we are. Man, I hate you so much. Right now.